guys, Michigan Prepared here. I'm sorry it's been a couple days, but there is so much going on that it was really hard for me to, well, first of all, figure out what the hell I wanted to make a video about. But some disturbing news has come to light, and I got a few things for you guys, so please stay tuned, pay attention, because I'm going to go into a little detail about what I've been doing as far as prepping goes. Because it's not looking good, guys. So stay tuned. I got like 2 or 3 little things I'm going to cover for y'all. But let's get into this. The first and biggest thing that I wanted to talk to y'all about, excuse me, is, you know how there's a fight right now between the U.S. and China over Taiwan and the whole chip manufacturing and everything else? Well, the U.S. has come out and said that they would attack and take out the chip manufacturing facilities in Taiwan if China decides to make a move to try to take them over. Now, this is bad for, well, the most important reason is because China's going to see this as the U.S. destroying their stuff, pretty much. I was looking for a different word, so sorry about the stutter there, but so China's going to see it as the U.S. destroying their stuff. And there's 2 big major players in this right now. It's China and North Korea, and between the 2 of them, they are threatening one of my co-drivers, but they are threatening an EMP. Now, I originally thought like an EMP would come from Russia, maybe Belarus, maybe Iran, but no, it's China and North Korea threatening this big time, and they have the capabilities to wipe us out and send us back to the Stone Age as far as our power grid is concerned. So the U.S. has basically dedicated themselves to destroying the chip manufacturing plants in Taiwan if China goes after them. And then the repercussions of that being China's going to launch an EMP and send us back to the Dark Ages. Why? Because they know they can. You know, tit for tat, for pretty much. Now, I don't know about y'all, but this is not dying down, guys. It is getting out of control. I haven't heard a lot going on with Russia and the nuclear weapons. Right now, it's the U.S. and China going at each other's throats, and it's absolutely crazy. So get ready for that, guys. It's make sure you have some sort of Faraday cages and you know, EMP-proof bags or whatever to keep your electronics in, like two-way radios or whatever. That way you can communicate after everything goes to hell. Because from what I'm seeing, it's bound to. Now, there's also been major cyber attacks and union disagreements over at the shipping ports. And I forget which one it is, but there's a major shipping port that pretty much just closed down. And that's where 40% of our shipping containers are offloaded. On top of that, I forget when the deadline is for these unions to resolve their disagreements. But 28 or 29 other shipping ports could get shut down. So if there's ever a time to stock up, guys, now is it. Get your dried beans and rice while you can. Get your survival gear and your medical supplies while you can, because we don't have time to waste. And that's what I've been doing. Half the reason I haven't made a video, guys, is I've been extremely busy. If I'm not here at work, I've been splitting wood, hauling in wood, getting all my supplies together. Not only that, but I found out and I'm not going to go into all the details, but I was going to buy a piece of property off my mother's boyfriend, who owns 5 acres. And he was going to sell me the very back acre that they never use, never walk onto, they just don't do anything with it at all. And that piece of property is right up my alley because I've been looking for property anyway. Anyway, I was going to buy it and separate it from his land. So then he would essentially own only 4 acres. I would own the 1 acre. However, there's a lot of court stuff and attorneys and surveyors and all kinds of stuff that go into play. So we ixnayed that idea. But they recently told me that I could have the back acre because when they both die, I get all the property. So I've been out there prepping and grooming the property to get my camper back there. I'm figuring out a way to put in a septic using the big plastic blue barrels. There's a very clever way to do it. You know, just for something small like a travel trailer, as opposed to relying on the internal tanks of the travel trailer, because, well, quite frankly, those don't hold very much. And a family of 3 or 4, we fill up the tanks pretty quick. I'm not going to say I use the bathroom a lot, but the tanks fill up quick. So I've been trying to figure out how to get the septic built and the drainage field. You only need a small one, nothing big like for a house or anything. But anyway, I've been trying to get the trailer level, get stuff cleared, get my supplies moved, basically rodent-proof my travel trailer. And I suggest you guys start working on similar scenarios, because with the ports closing down and us running out of food, between that, all the train derailments, all the chemical spills, all the factories blowing up and leaking chemicals. Speaking of which, we just had some sort of incident at a chemical plant in my hometown. My buddy works across the highway from it, and he sent me a video the other night. All the alarms were going off at this chemical plant, like Web Chemical, I think it's called. And there was a bunch of ambulances, a bunch of fire trucks, there was all kinds of chaos going on. But we still can't get any information in my hometown if something hazardous leaked. They're keeping it hush, which I don't like at all. Which is another good reason why I've been prepping my property up north. So anyway, guys, I'm going to try to keep this video as short as possible. Don't take your eye, you know, they're using this whole Trump thing to take your eye away from what's really going on. You know, the whole war in Russia, between Russia and Ukraine, the conflict between the U.S. and China, the North Korea-Japan thing. I mean, there's a lot going on that you guys really need to keep your eyes on. And unfortunately, the U.S. is in the crosshair. Not to mention the de-dollarization of U.S. currency. It was definitely implemented on April 3rd, guys. That's when they fired up the whole cbdc machine. Now, they're supposed to be, or now they say, I haven't found anything in concrete evidence yet, but they say it's supposed to be rolled out in full fashion come June or July. Now, what does that mean? It means once it takes full effect in June or July, that your U.S. paper currency that you currently have in your pocket, your paper dollar, will have an expiration date. When will it expire? I have no idea. That's on them. But the CBDC is eventually going to roll into carbon credits. You're going to be tracked. You're going to have carbon credits allotted to you. And once you use those up for the month, say your carbon credits are good for $500 worth of food and, I don't know, say 100 gallons of gas for the month. If you use that up, they're going to shut you down. Mark my words. They're coming out with biometric palm scanners for ATMs. That's how they're going to track you. Eventually, they're going to move to the chip. They're already talking about the Vax part, where if you ain't got it, then you can't access or have a bank account. It's all coming, guys. I don't care how tight you think my tinfoil hat is. It's coming. That's what they're pushing for. And I'm willing to bet anybody watching right now, $100 bill, if it's even worth a shit, but I'm willing to bet everybody watching right now that Biden will be back in office in 24. I can't stand the guy, and I'm not trying to bring politics into this. But they will fulfill their agenda, come hell or high water. And I can guarantee you, they're not going to stop at anything, guys. They're definitely not going to stop. So, you really need to get stocked up. You really need to get prepared. Plan for everything, guys, because it is getting bad. You got the war going on. You got the conflict between China, Russia / Taiwan. You got nuclear subs on the move between Russia and China, and I think the U.S. has a couple out there. Nuclear planes are on the move. I mean, there's just so much going on. The ports are closing down. De-dollarization, and I think there was something else I was going to warn you guys about too. But I'm having a brain fart at the moment. If I can remember, I'll put it on the end of this video. But anyway, guys, that's what I have for you today. You guys really need to get stocked up. Get whatever you can. If you guys are in the market for a full face gas mask, depending on what's going to happen, please go over and visit parcelsafety.com. And I'll put the link in the description below so you guys can just click on it, go right over there. Pay attention. Their masks usually run anywhere from $99 to about $100, and I think the highest I seen them was $170. But if you use code PS23, Parcel Safety, with a P, capital P, capital S, 23, you'll save 15% off your order. I highly suggest you go check them out. But anyway, guys, with that being said, get stocked up, please. Stay safe out there. Keep your heads on a swivel. Michigan Prepared out.